If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Listen, it is over with. Yeah, I'm talking about it's just a matter of time. Anybody that had anything to do with the killing of Foolio, look, it's just a matter of time. Y'all boys might hang it up. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Whenever you got the federal government and the state government conjoining together, binding all their resources together on a murder, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Now, here it is, the Tampa Bay or the Tampa Police down there in Florida is saying that, listen, they got the ATF, the FBI, and the Jacksonville Police Department all in conjunction to try to solve the murder of Julio Foolio. But that's not it though, y'all. The cold-blooded part about this whole thing here, this police right here said something that police normally don't say. Every now and then, you know, police would say something like this. I'm talking about, but it's seldomly that you would get a police to say that we are guaranteed an arrest. Check it out.
Absolutely. My detectives are working day in and day out on this case. They're developing some good leads. We're working closely with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We're working with our statewide prosecutor, our federal partners, the ATF and the FBI, and our local prosecutor, Susie Lopez. And I can guarantee you that we're going to be following up and making arrests in that case.
Are you guys looking at the social media aspect?
Absolutely. We're looking at the social media. We're working with our Jacksonville partners and getting intelligence on that. So definitely all top of our priority.
Do you believe that it's related to these two gang groups up in Jacksonville associated with the rappers?
So again, that's part of our investigation, but indications are that there is some type of relationship there.
And is there any of those gang members that present any of that over here on our side of the state?
So the ones involved that night, we didn't have any ties in Tampa. So again, but that is part of our investigation.
Chief, there was a social media post that there was an Airbnb party that was broken up by officers beforehand. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that interaction was like between officers and that Airbnb?
Sure, that wasn't in the city of Tampa. So we are working, that's with our local partners here, and that is part of our investigation, is getting that information.
Is that something you're seeing more of, is that these Airbnbs get occupied with large groups and they bring in firearms from these Airbnbs?
The firearm part, I don't know, but parties and Airbnbs is a concern. We do get complaints, and that's probably why that they responded and broke that up. That's something that we don't tolerate at all. But that obviously is a concern, but I'm going to push that back. As anybody sees anything, whether it's disturbance in an Airbnb or a hotel, please don't hesitate to call us, and hopefully we can get there before something happens.
Chief, just to clarify, do you believe that the people responsible for the rapper's death, they were all from Jacksonville?
Again, part of our investigation, but the indications are that the groups all came from Jacksonville.
Did y'all hear what the man said? The man said it's guaranteed. Not only that, the man is coming out and saying that, listen, these two, everything that happened that night when Foolio got killed, he is saying that those was two gangs from Jacksonville. How do they know this? How do they know already that the people that are involved in the murder of Foolio is from Jacksonville? And what I'm talking about is that, listen, this right here is just a murder. But here it is. This man right here is saying that, look, we know that there are two gangs fighting in Tampa and that they ain't even from Tampa. That's too much information already. You boys is cooked. But we got to sit back and we got to think, how did they get this type of information? How does the police already know that the people that are involved with killing Foolio are from Jacksonville? How do they know this already? He didn't say, you know, we assume. He didn't say, well, you know, we're still doing our homework. We're still investigating. We got officers out there beating the street. No, We know who these peoples is. We know that the people that killed Julio Foolio is from Jacksonville. How did they get this information? Because we got to understand something. I'm talking about just being 100 with y'all. The only people that actually know what actually happened that night is the victims. Them 3 brothers that's locked up. I mean, not locked up. Those 3 brothers that's in the hospital, recovering from their injuries and gunshot wounds. Julio, rest in peace to that brother right there. The killers, they know what happened. Them cameras, they know what happened. The universal creator know what happened. Who is divulging the information to the Tampa Bay police? Who is divulging that information? Because now they know. They know. Let me tell y'all something. The only way that I believe in my mind that they are on the ball so quick like this, and they even know what's going on, and knowing who took part in the killing of Foolio, is the cameras. It's cameras everywhere, y'all. This right here is a hotel. You ever been to a hotel before? They got cameras everywhere, especially in the parking lot. So here it is. I'm talking about, man, these police is talking like they already know who it is, and they just putting their case together so that when they go get them, it ain't gonna be nothing to say. I mean, they gonna just have them. I'm talking about red-handed. I'm talking about hand in the cookie jar type demonstration. Because the man also said that we have good developing leads. These are more words that police usually don't say unless they got something. Usually when they ain't got nothing, we're still looking for suspects. We don't have any leads right now. You know, the public is at risk. Nah, we know who it is. We know the gangs. We know where they from. We got developing leads. We working with the prosecution. We working with the FBI, the ATF. And we got to understand something. The ATF and the FBI don't really get into none unless they can solve it. They really don't touch nothing unless it's, hey, look, nah, we got this. Don't even worry about it. We already know who it is, who did. It's over. Yeah. So anybody, you boys that's probably even watching this YouTube video, if you had anything to do with that killing of Julio Foolio, pack it up. It's over with. Kiss your babies goodbye. Kiss that girl. Tell your mama what's going on. Sell all your cars and your jewelry because you're going to need some lawyer fees. You're going to need some lawyer fees. And not only that, if they got you the way that they talking about, you're going to go to the penitentiary and you're going to need some money to live in the penitentiary for a little while. Yeah. You're going to need some money to live. I'm talking about, man, because they ain't finna play with you behind this. You boys done traveled all the way from Jacksonville to a whole nother city in Tampa to kill somebody. This is according to police. This is not me saying this. This is according to police. Not only that the Tampa police know who's involved in this killing, the Jacksonville police know who involved in the killing as well. Check it out.
Sure. If I may generically ask a question about something else.
Yep.
Generically speaking, what are your thoughts about the glorification of violence on social media, gangs, the detriment to the community, the danger that it poses?
I mean, unfortunately, I think young people think this is a game, and you know, there'll be comments about this in the statement that I make, and they make it like it's a video game. It's not. This is real life. So he has a mother, you know, he has parents, siblings, probably friends, and they have to deal with these kind of losses, and it's unfortunate. Now the next thing is these groups, and I won't name them. They know who they are. We're not going to tolerate any retribution, any revenge. We're going to watch. We're going to be around, paying attention to what's going on. But it's unfortunate. It should never happen to our kids. And I've never seen so much devaluing of human life. You know, it's like it's fun, and they talk about it in rap videos and songs, and it just doesn't make any sense.
What's your message to considering this kind of level on the streets?
Well, this is not a game, is my message. This is not something that we're going to tolerate around town. I think the media, I think the citizens of Jacksonville, I think everyone feels the same way. This is not something that's okay. This is not something we're going to tolerate, and we're going to pay very close attention. So don't get involved. Stay away from the nonsense.
I've heard some people concerned about safety here in Jacksonville and retribution. Is that a viable concern? What is the police doing?
So I can tell you that I've made several phone calls and discussions with the undersheriff and staff members about paying very close attention to certain groups that I know are clashing with one another. They know who they are. And we are going to pay very close attention to make sure that, we're not going to allow you to just arbitrarily run around and spray bullets into people's houses and cars. And it's just something that we're going to pay very close attention to. And I want the public to be vigilant. Pay attention when you see these things going on. Look, the social media world is called meta for a reason. It's make-believe. It's not real life. Real life is what happened to Julio yesterday. And that happens, and it should not happen. So we're going to be paying very, very close attention. Absolutely.
Y'all see what I'm saying? They joining forces on y'all. I'm talking about, man, they fed up with it. They done had enough. Now, a lot of you probably saying hood educated. We don't know. We're not privy to the information as to who is these two gangs they talking about. I know who the two gangs is. A lot of youngsters in this YouTube world and just in Florida and all over the world that pay attention to this stuff know who it is. And it's ATK and KTA. From my understanding, KTA stands for Kill Them All. Man, damn. That's the name of the gang, Kill Them All. Whew. That's tough. And then the other gang is called Top Killers or Ace Top Killers. And the cold-blooded part about all of that, both of these gangs had a prominent rapper in the gang. And the ATK, which is Young and Ace and all them boys, they feel like they done won the war. They feel like they done took out KTA's top money earner. So they feel like they done won the war. So now they sitting on social media celebrating. And you know what the police is doing? Y'all seen them? Y'all heard what he said? We paying attention to the social media. So for all you youngsters that like to kill and do all this madness and then go on social media and celebrate, understand that the police and the FBI is sitting there watching every move. Check it out. Young and Ace, who is considered the head of ATK, says that boy going back the same day he came in. This is a reference to Julio Foolio being born and killed on the same day. Game over. We won. Stupid ass. This right here is a tweet from a well-known member by the name of Spinner Bands. He's a well-known member of ATK, and he tweeted this after the death of Julio Foolio. My mama bawled me and said some real shit, so no more jokes from me today, because that's somebody's child, just like I am to her. So no more jokes, just caskets. Y'all see the stuff that they saying? Y'all see how they celebrating? Look, FBI and the police, Jacksonville police like this here, they already know who y'all is, so it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And I'm talking about, man, I know them boys is scared to death right now. That when you hear the FBI, it's one thing, right? Being in the streets. When I come from the streets, I'm talking about like when we get into some stuff and they talking about, well, you know, the homicide detectives came through, or they talking about, you know, the task force came through. we kind of like, you know, we got a little wiggling room. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, we expect the homicide detectives to come through because somebody was shot, killed, or whatever the case may be. We expect drug task force to come because we selling dope all over the place, and we, you know, expect those type of raids. But when you say, hey, when somebody in the hood call you, hey, what's going on, man? Is it still hot over there? Hell yeah, Lord, it's hot as hell. Why you say that, bruh? Man, the FBI down here. Who? Yeah, the FBI and the ATF down here. Oh yeah, no, that changed the whole game. Now you start pooting and farting, your stomach get weak, you gotta go use the bathroom, you feel sick. The FBI, why they wanna be in this? The ATF, what they got to do with this? Because all criminals know, look, you don't want to hear the FBI nothing. You don't want to hear nothing with a U.S. in front of it. DEA, ATF, FBI, you don't want to hear none of them alphabets. None of that. You can deal with, yeah, the police came down here and raided, the homicide came down. I got a little wiggling room with that. But when you get to hearing them alphabets, no, you get the pooling, farting, get scared, now you paranoid, thinking about what you done did, I shouldn't have did that, why they involved in it. So that's what these boys is going through right now. Yeah, the FBI is on the case. I'm talking about y'all might as well. I'm talking about y'all that be on social media celebrating the death of your ops and stuff like that. Y'all might as well just tell the police, hey, look, we did it. Or if we didn't do it, you know, we know somebody that did it. We got some type of connection to it. Y'all might as well just, I'm talking about, man, and the cold-blooded part. Listen to this right here. The cold-blooded part about everything is this right here. You got those that are going to be on the internet celebrating and all this old type of stuff. 9 times out of 10, I got to be 100 with y'all. 9 times out of 10, the people that are on the internet, they ain't had nothing to do with nothing. They know they in the link, but they really ain't the one that stepped out and shot and killed or hit nobody, scratched, spit on some. They ain't did none of that. They just on the internet playing. Sometimes, I'm not going to say because, you know, they will do it, but sometimes. But who you want to really pay close attention to is the people that are not saying anything. You see, when you got them ops and them ops that usually be on the internet trolling, talking, when they ain't saying nothing, there you go. And the FBI know this, the state police know this, the prosecuting attorneys know this, and that's how they proceed. So y'all keep getting on there. Y'all just helping these police put it all together. Because one way or another, you point the finger at yourself or you point the finger at your allies. But hey, who am I to say? This is the world that we living in right now. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here to you young brothers. Listen to me, man. You can kill all the ops that you want to kill. It's not going to bring your homeboy back. It's not going to fulfill you in no type of way. What's going to happen is you're going to end up killing somebody or shoot somebody, and then the next thing you know, there are going to be people that's going to want to kill and shoot you. It's just going to worsen your life. A lot of times in life, sometimes we got to cut our losses and we got to live. A lot of the times we got to cut our losses and we got to look around us and see and say, hold on, wait a minute. I got things to live for. And if you got children, that should be enough. If you have children, if you are in these streets potentially finna start gang banging or have been gang banging and you ain't in so deep, but you teetering, you about to get, look around. If you got children, that's enough that should give you pause. Let me explain to you why. You do not want your children to live the way that you are living. You do not want your children to go through the pain and suffering that you are going through as a gangbanger, as a street guy. You don't want your children to go through that. So you have an obligation to teach them better. You have an obligation to show them better. Unless you just so gone in your mind that you don't even care about your kids, then look, hey, it is what it is. Your time will come, because you can't just be going around in this world careless, and I'm talking about killing people, robbing and stealing, and don't think that nothing is going to happen to you. You're going to go to jail, or you're going to die violently. That's your only option. That's your only way out. So if you are comfortable with that, then hey, I can't tell you nothing. But if something like that makes you think twice, then that tells me and that tells you that something is there, that you are questioning what you are doing. And if you are questioning what you are doing, that means that you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Carter for the $25 cash app. Thank you. Felicity for the $5 cash app. Thank you. Mitch for the $5 cash app. Thank you. Berry Boutique for the $10 cash app. Thank you. And last but not least, Shala Patton for the $1 cash app. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.